Here we go, Parker's second tournament at Indian Creek.
Throw in the hole. Throw in the hole. Oh! No way! No way!
Parker's second tournament at Indian Creek. Playing the links course. He had a good week of practice. He was super excited to get out here, see if that practice paid off, see if he could beat his record from the previous week. And he just pipes it off the first tee. Big, beautiful swing right down the middle.
Nice drive,
92
bud.
yards. Position A. Good start. Standing over this one, he really only had a little bit more than 40 yards to the pin. He's got a sand wedge in his hand, just a nice smooth one. He should be up there putting in good position to make birdie or two putt for his par. Got him lined up. He's going through his routine. And a good swing, he just caught it a little skinny. In wintertime in Texas, the ground is firm and fast, not a lot of grass. Rolled through the green just to the other side. So back pin, not a terrible miss, but about 15-20 yards too long. He's going to have to chip back onto the green, onto the putting surface. A tighter lie, maybe a tougher shot coming back. All in all, not bad. Still a good start. So like I said, this shot, he's sitting a little bit on the upslope in the rough, and it's kind of a touchy chip. For someone who doesn't have a lot of experience on the golf course, you want to make sure that he swings aggressively enough to get it through the rough so he doesn't just stub it a few feet. But the danger is he knocks it well past. He knocked it about the middle of the green, about 45 feet or so past the pin. So now I'm starting to get nervous because he hadn't hit a bad shot yet, and we've got 48 feet for par. I started thinking about 3 putts and double bogeys and where we didn't want to be. I didn't give him too much coaching on this. I just told him to try to feel the speed, knock it up there. It was going to be a little slow. And he hit a beautiful putt, just right up there to about a foot. Was able to tap it in and make a good bogey. Really solid 2-putt. Really good start. I was happy with that. Second hole, another par 4, just a little bit shorter. And again, he just cranks one. This one he actually turned over a little bit. It was drawn and it ended up in the trees. Not as bad as the shot tracer said. He was pretty much down the middle, but it bounded down into the trees. Now he's got a tough little chip, tough little lie underneath the tree branches. Puts a great swing on it, knocks it right to the front edge of the green. Really good shot. So we got a chance here. 2-putt for par. Get one under our belt, start off really well. This one I overcoached him. I was telling him to think about speed, and I talked him into just hitting kind of a conservative one. He left himself a good 6 feet for his par. Again, he's been feeling the speed a little better. I should have just let him feel it. Instead, I put probably too many thoughts in his head on the putter. So, regroup. Make sure he's taking his putter back and forth in the right way. He has a tendency to take it outside and kind of swipe across it and pull it. See him kind of practicing. We agree on a line. He looks to make sure he's lined up. Puts a good stroke on this. He pulled it just a little bit from where I wanted, but it rolls right over the edge. I mean, great putt. I've got to teach him how to walk around the marker here so he's not stepping in people's lines. We're still working on golf etiquette. But taps in. It's another bogey. Granted, it's an easy bogey. And he had a good opportunity for par there. So next hole is a par 5. Parker was leading the group, so he gets to tee off first. And you watch that golf swing. He just cranks it. Picture perfect. Right down the middle. Smoked another one. So 3 great drives to start the day. A little softer, so that one only goes 81 yards.
We're good.
But another good shot. This one he's got a 3-wood. This is a long par 5. It was over 200 yards, so can't really go for the green. Just kind of laying up. He kind of topped this 3-wood. Didn't hit his best, but again, the ground's firm, so it rolls out a good 73 yards. Unfortunately, his next one, he bladed again and knocked it over the green again. So we got to work on finding that bottom point. Swing was good, just caught it a little skinny, and now we got to chip back onto the green. Again in the rough, I got to get him swinging aggressive. That's what I'm telling him, to make sure he's aggressive with his speed, because I don't want him to catch the grass and leave it short and have the same shot again. I told him 50% swing. He gave me probably a 75, but just flushed it. He's hitting it too good. I'm kind of, as a caddy, not planning on him flushing it, and when he did, he surprised me and knocked it over the green. So we make the correction here. Same type of shot, but now up the hill. He hits a good one right onto the edge of the green. Bounds up there to about 18 feet or so.
Nice, buddy.
So we're in a good spot. Didn't coach him too much on speed here. He knocks it up there pretty close, doesn't quite make it. You can see he gets a little frustrated and kind of stomps up to the hole. He really wants to score, but he lets himself an easy one here. And even though it's a double, the ball striking is good. Need to clean up a little bit around the greens, but the big swings are excellent. Par 3, a longish par 3 for him. He didn't have anything above a 7-iron, so we hit a 7-iron here. And he hit it really well. Got it right up to the front edge of the green. Good shot. Now this is another one where we were focused on the speed of the putt and probably didn't get aligned too well. He blocked the putt from the line I wanted him to hit it on and ends up hitting it about 10 feet to the right, but the perfect speed, so really getting better at controlling his speed on the putting green. Gave this one a really good run. Again, you can see the little knee buckle. He tapped that in with one hand. I had to get onto him there. I don't want him doing that, but that's a tough putt. You can see he's excited, running around, always happy. So we didn't get the drive on this hole on camera. Parker cranked the drive 116 yards. Just a perfect little trawl there to the right-hand side. And all he's got is this little chip to get on the green on a par 4. Just fantastic. This is where he doesn't have a lot of experience, so I was talking him into hitting a little 9-iron and just kind of bump and run, just so it'll bounce a little bit and then roll onto the hole instead of hitting his wedge. It's a little bit of a safer shot. He can use a putting stroke, but he's never done it before. So that's the thing with an inexperienced player on the golf course. I'm having him try shots he's never even tried before. So I'm pointing to a leaf and seeing if he can catch that leaf with the swing, if he can hit that just right. Because if he can hit the leaf just right, he'll be able to hit his ball just right, and we'll be in good shape. So once I'm confident he knows the stroke I want him to make, I let him get over the ball and try it on the ball. Still a little nerve-wracking, shot he's never hit before, but he almost holds it. I mean, really good shot. See him kind of get excited. He's left himself just about 2.5 feet for birdie. Little fist pump there. Super excited for him. Again, hoping to get this birdie, erase a little bit of that double bogey, and get off to a really good start for him. So he's reading it, looking at it, talking about the line. We agree on a spot. This one was tricky. It's on a side hill, so it all depends on pace. I don't know how hard he's going to hit it, so it's hard to tell him exactly where to aim. Because if he hits it hard, it's not going to break much. If he hits it soft, it'll break a lot. And he hit a good putt. It caught the lip. It goes just about 1.5 feet by. So we missed our birdie. Should be a tap-in par. I aim where I want him to go, and then he goes too fast. I didn't quite get his putting stroke right, so he pulled it. I mean, that was just a 1.5 foot putt, so now we've 3-putted from 3 feet for bogey. So definitely disappointing because he's hitting the ball so well and just not scoring so far. Still a better start than last time, but wanted a little more out of that one. He's disappointed, he's frustrated, so I pull him on my lap and we talk about it a little bit, just say how can we have done things better. And the whole way to the next tee box, I was talking him back up because he was really disappointed he didn't birdie that hole. So giving him some confidence, saying, hey, just keep doing our job. We'll get the scoring later. Just keep putting good swings on it. Birdies will come. And that's exactly what he does on this par 3. He cranks a 7-iron just perfectly pin high, great swing, beautiful ball flight. I mean, 7-iron going 85 yards for this kid, fantastic. Just a great shot. We can get to putting. Unfortunately, we 3-putted that one again. We've really got to work on some of that. Again, it was speed, probably where I overcoached him. I told him too much on the putting green and he got the speed wrong. I need to just let him feel it and figure it out. Next hole was a par 4. He hit his drive perfect. There was water on this hole. One of his playing partners hit it in the water. But Parker smoked it down the left-hand side, but again catches the approach shot thin. It rolled on the green for a long time. Thought it was going to be good, but it went too long. Ended up making another bogey. Next hole's a par 5. He's cranking that driver. Just fantastic shot. 113 yards. I mean, getting a lot out of it. This shot was actually a second shot into a par 5. We're going for the green. We debated whether we were going to hit hybrid or 7-iron. He wanted to hit a hybrid. This is a shot that is every 15 handicapper's nightmare. He's got to carry the edge of that lake. I don't even think he thought about the water. Most golfers would be shaken. He crushed it. In fact, crushed it so much, again, we rolled over the green. He's just hitting it too good. 108 yards over the green. So here we spent a lot of time debating the club because he wanted to use that 9-iron shot that we had just learned a few holes earlier, and I wasn't comfortable with it because it was so much longer and he just doesn't have experience. So we talked about it, and I talked him into hitting a wedge instead of the shot he wanted to hit. He's practicing his speed, getting the length just right. And he hit a great little pitch here, but you're going to see the disappointment on my face because he hit it perfect exactly like I wanted him to, and I didn't tell him to hit it hard enough. So we left ourselves a good 25 feet or so for our birdie. And he really deserved more the way he was swinging. Again, probably overcoached him, talked him out of what he wanted to do. But now the important thing is to 2-putt. Get the speed right. At this point, I pretty much stopped coaching on the speed. Let him feel it, let him figure it out, and he really started putting a good roll on it. He rolled this one up just to a couple feet. We did mark it, but he tapped it in and made his first par of the day. So 8 holes in, he made his first par. Really deserved one earlier in the day, but hadn't been rolling it good. Now number 9, this hole was fantastic. Water everywhere, intimidating tee shot. He smokes it up the middle, 108 yards again. So he's averaging over 100 yards on the day. On the wedge shot, I gave him it was kind of a tough lie. I told him to chip it up to the side. He hit a perfect shot. Again, it didn't quite do what I wanted him to do. Left him with a tough putt, and the kid just steps up and holds it from off the green. A crazy side hill slope, hits the middle of the pin and goes in and makes a birdie. So he finishes bogey, par, birdie to be even par on the last 3 holes. Fantastic round, fantastic way to close it. Really still left a lot out there. That's the encouraging thing. Could have scored much, much lower, but man, he's hitting the ball well and really getting to a point where I need to coach him less and just let him play a little bit more. So that's exciting too. So diving into the stats, he shot a 43, that's 7 over. That's 10 strokes better than just a week before. Lots of improvement for 1 week. He worked really hard and he improved immediately. That's probably his lowest score playing by the rules. I had a great driving day, no errors. There was water everywhere and he didn't hit it in the water at all. Hit fantastic drives. Great putting day. It's going to say that, but lots of room to improvement with the putter. Excellent approach day, I would agree. He really hit his irons well. And he was good around the greens, particularly for him, right? We got some work to do where we can get better, but he's really doing well. So if you look at the overall, putting was where we struggled. 4 3-putts, chipping 4 2 chips. But if you eliminate those mistakes, he could have shot a 35, and I really believe that. He played great. He hit 5 of the 7 fairways, 5 greens, averaged 101 yards. Really, if you look at his scorecard, you see that we made lots of bogeys early, but they were really easy bogeys, and I'm happy with the easy bogeys. From a strokes gain perspective, you see that he got better as the round went on. His last 3 holes were fantastic.
For today, in 5th place with a score of 45, Mr. Kevin Joe. In 4th place with a score of 43 is Mr. Parker Webster.
Good job. He was excited. 4th place. It's better than last time. Improving. So He was just one shot out of third. Some work to do to compete with those top two guys, but like I said, we really weren't that far away. He swung the ball well enough to score that well. We got to work around the greens, work on the putting to get better, and I probably got to coach him a little less, which is exciting. If you made it this far, hit that like button, subscribe, give Parker some love. He's excited to see people following his golf. He wants to share his golf with the world, so hit that subscribe button, make him smile.